This is why crypto is dumping now. Trump has tweeted something insane, and this has cascaded into the biggest liquidation event in history. Some of the altcoins have literally gone down by minus 99%. This is a huge event that has just happened. Bitcoin has gone down a lot, and some of the altcoins, for example Ethereum, has also gone down by a lot. So we'll be talking about this exactly, what has caused this dump and what am I going to be doing moving forward. Well, first of all, let's get into the reason of why we are seeing this a big crash. Well, Donald Trump has posted something about a tariff situation again, that he is imposing 100% tariff on China, and well, the market didn't take this lightly. Trump has said that the US will impose 100% tariff on China over and above any tariff that is currently already paying. And because of that, most of the altcoins have been selling off. Most of the crypto markets have been selling off like a lot. For example, some of the altcoins like Atom has been flash dumped to $0.001, which is absolutely insane. Literally everybody that has been in a leverage position has been shaken out of the market on altcoins like, for example, Atom and most of the current altcoins available. If we have a look into this data, well, this is the second largest day of Bitcoin liquidation since this cycle began. And for example, on the altcoins, it is even bigger because most of the altcoins have been dumping even minus 90%. Now, yes, Bitcoin itself is holding up a little bit better. It is just because Bitcoin is having more liquidity. So yeah, this dump is taking up much more better, right? But still, Bitcoin saw a flash dump of about minus 20%, which is absolutely insane. It is very big. Still, yes, our initial target has been getting hit at the 126k level. Now, not to say that I expected this dump to happen. I think nobody really expected this dump to happen. Nobody could have predicted this dump to be happening this quickly. Now, yes, I will say, however, that this dump already happened, but I do think that right now is going to be a good time to still honestly accumulate this dip. Because yes, what we're seeing is this dip is happening because of a huge liquidation event, because of a huge liquidation cascade that has happened because of this news. This news of Donald Trump announcing a 100% tariff on China. However, if we have a look into history, if we have a look into the past, what has usually happened is that whenever Donald Trump is announcing something which isn't good for the market, well, in just a couple of days or a couple of weeks time, usually Donald Trump reverses the trend again back to the upside. So yes, even though we are seeing a big dip right now, even though the markets are crashing and selling off big time, well, I do think that Donald Trump is about to announce something good again in a couple of weeks or a couple of days time, and we can be reversing the trend back to the upside. Now, definitely we are falling down below all of our major levels. For example, our middle line of support that we have been having a look into at 116k level. We've been even falling down below the bottom side of the range, grabbing all of the liquidity down below this low right over here, which is absolutely insane. However, I will be saying that in the coming next few hours, to the coming next few days, we want to be having a look into how we're going to be consolidating from off this level. If we can be getting a bounce back to the upside again, getting back above the middle side of the range. If we do not get back above the middle side of the range, well, I am still going to be expecting lower levels, and I can be expecting the lower side of the range still to be getting hit back up at about 110k level. So yes, in the coming few hours to the coming few days, I do want to be seeing a sharp recovery from off this level. Otherwise, I'm definitely going to be getting worried myself. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that, yes, we are trading in Q4. We are trading inside of the end of the year in October, and usually we do trend to be bullish inside of this Q4. Yes, even though I've been mentioning many times to do take your profits because we are approaching that end part of the cycle, well, honestly, I did not expect this dump, but honestly as well, I do expect that Bitcoin will be reaching a little bit further to the upside in a shorter time frame. So honestly, yes, myself, I will be having a look into some new trading opportunities again. I mean, everybody with all of their altcoin positions pretty much has been getting liquidated. Most of the altcoins have gone minus 50%. It's absolutely mind-blowing what has been happening. However, yeah, if you are going to be getting interested in trading now, because I do think in the coming few days, we are going to be getting some very good opportunities. Well, make sure to be checking out the links down below. I myself will be entering some new trading opportunities again in the next few days whenever I do see a clean, good setup again. So yes, even though I do think right now it's going to be a very good opportunity because I think this dip will be eaten up pretty quickly again. Well, it is going to be better to take your time and to stay patient with the market currently and just to check out the market in the coming few hours, to the coming few days, what is going to be happening next. Just relax ever so slightly in a shorter time frame, even though I do think we are going to be picking up bullish momentum anytime soon again. Now, the Bitcoin dominance has been, really pumping by a lot. It's absolutely crazy what has been happening. However, we are still trading below this uptrending level of support. We're still getting sort of a rejection from of this level, so still the cycle is still in play. I do still think that we are still very good with our cycle theory we're having. So in my personal opinion, nothing really much to be afraid of at this moment. Yes, we have been seeing some huge news coming out, but in my personal opinion, I do think the markets have been correcting and have been overreacting ever so slightly, and this whole dump which we have been seeing is pretty much a big liquidation event which has been happening. Now, usually after this liquidation event, yes, we do see a short recovery in a shorter time frame. However, in the medium time frame, we do see a little bit of a wick to the downside again, and that is going to be a good opportunity where we can be reversing back to the upside again, which I do think is going to be the inevitable trend again. In that longer time frame, I do still think that we're going to be reaching even further to the upside. However, for the shorter time frame, we could still be a little bit more patient. Anyways, guys, with that being said, of course, make sure to check out all of the links down below. I'm going to be gathering some more information in the coming few hours, to the coming few days. Make sure to join my Platinum group to stay up to date about that exactly. And yes, I'll be keeping you guys up to date on my Twitter profile, on my YouTube channel and my Telegram channel. So make sure to be checking all of the links out down below. And guys, with that being said, I'll see you in another video tomorrow morning.